When we die, our soul leaves the body and embarks on a mysterious and transformative journey. This journey has many stages. I want to dedicate the beginning of this sermon to the first stage of our soul's journey, and that is when it descends into the grave to reunite with the body. Your soul is present at your funeral. It watches the body laid on the ground, ready for burial. So you see all of this, you hear it, you feel it. And when people place your body in the grave, the soul descends after it into the grave to return to your body. Then, those you love, friends who are participating in your funeral, start to lift the earth and throw it into the grave right on top of you. You feel the earth falling on you. They will keep throwing it until you are completely covered. So you will lie in the grave, covered with earth. You will be aware, you will be alive. Of course, not physically. Your soul will be alive, and you will feel everything. Then, after your family reads the dua and says a few nice words about you, they will all leave. They will abandon you. You will hear the sound of their footsteps, as the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, described, the fading sound of their steps, and you will be left all alone, in the grave. Darkness, silence. What will happen next? Two angels, Munkar and Nakir, come to you and ask you 3 questions. These might be the 3 most important questions in your fate, to which you will have to give 3 of the most important answers. They will ask, what was your day like? In translation, what was your way of life or religion? Who is your prophet and who is your Lord? Not necessarily in that order, but here are the 3 questions. If you answer these questions correctly, all 3 of them, then your time in the grave will be peaceful. You will be in peace and pleasures until the day of judgment, until the angel blows the horn and we rise from our graves. But if you answer all 3 questions incorrectly, then your time in the grave will be a true nightmare. So we need to answer them correctly. But here's a big problem. Many of us might say, I'm fine, I'm a Muslim. I know the answers to these questions, and I will answer them correctly. I know the answers to these questions, and I will answer them correctly. But that's not right. You shouldn't be too confident in yourself, because, as many scholars say, the answers will not come from your tongue. The answers will not come from your brain and your heart. Whatever is in your heart will come out at that moment. So if you live your life without praying, without following the rules of Islam, without trying to understand the Quran to the best of your ability, if you spend your life in this way, without trying to be a Muslim, a real Muslim, without trying to practice Islam, then it means that in your heart there was no Islam really. We need to make sure that we are trying, repeatedly, to the best of our abilities. I'm not talking about perfect adherence, like the scholars do. I'm not saying that we all have to be like the prophets and the blessed ones. No, but we must strive for that. Then, on that day when the angels visit us and ask those 3 questions, we will be able to answer with what our hearts hold. We will be able to give the right answers, not answers related to anything else besides Almighty Allah. We need to be sure that Islam is in our hearts, not just on our tongues, not just in our memories.